The vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, a realm teeming with life and mysteries, holds a fascinating secret, a climate pattern that sends ripples across the globe. This ocean, the largest and deepest on Earth, is not just a body of water, but a dynamic system that influences weather, climate, and life far beyond its shores. It's a phenomenon known as La Niña, the little girl in Spanish. But don't let the name fool you. This climatic event is anything but small or insignificant. This seemingly innocent term belies a powerful force of nature, capable of dramatically altering weather patterns and impacting lives across continents. From torrential rains and flooding in some regions to severe droughts in others, La Niña's influence is profound and far-reaching. Imagine a vast stretch of cool water spreading across the equatorial Pacific, like a giant icy patch on a sunny day. This cooling effect is not just a surface phenomenon, it extends deep into the ocean, affecting marine life and ocean currents. This unusually cool water, a stark contrast to the warm currents we often associate with the tropics, is the hallmark of La Niña. It disrupts the normal flow of ocean currents, leading to a cascade of climatic changes. But how does this patch of cool water, thousands of miles away, affect our weather, our food, and even our economies? The answer lies in the complex interactions between the ocean and the atmosphere. The answer lies in the intricate dance between the ocean and the atmosphere, a delicate balance that governs our planet's climate. Scientists study these interactions to predict weather patterns and understand the broader impacts of La Niña. Is a prime example of how even small changes in this balance can have far-reaching consequences, reminding us of the interconnectedness of our planet. It serves as a powerful reminder of the delicate equilibrium that sustains life on Earth, and the importance of understanding and protecting our environment. La Niña, a term that rolls off the tongue with an almost whimsical charm, might sound like a harmless weather quirk. But don't let the name fool you. However, this little girl of the Pacific packs a punch, influencing global weather patterns in ways that are anything but insignificant. It can lead to severe weather events, from droughts in some regions to heavy rainfall and flooding in others. Simply put, La Niña is a climate pattern that emerges when the surface waters of the central and eastern equatorial Pacific Ocean become cooler than average. This cooling can last for several months, sometimes even years. This cooling effect, a stark contrast to the warming influence of its counterpart, El Niño, sets off a chain reaction in the atmosphere, altering wind patterns and precipitation across the globe. The changes can be dramatic, affecting everything from agriculture to water supply. Think of it like a giant seesaw. When one side goes down with cooler waters during La Niña, the other side goes up with warmer waters during El Niño. This seesaw effect creates a delicate balance that can tip the scales of weather patterns worldwide. This seemingly simple shift in ocean temperatures has a domino effect on global weather, leading to a cascade of changes in wind patterns, rainfall, and temperatures across the planet. These changes can have far-reaching impacts, influencing everything from hurricane activity to the monsoon seasons in Asia. Now let's delve a little deeper into the science behind La Niña, the how and why of this fascinating climate phenomenon. La Niña, which means the girl in Spanish, is the counterpart to El Niño, and together they form the El Niño Southern Oscillation Cycle. Picture the Pacific Ocean as a giant swimming pool, stretching from the coasts of the Americas to Asia. Normally, warm water accumulates in the western Pacific near Indonesia and Australia, creating a warm pool that influences weather patterns in the region, while cooler water resides in the east along the coast of South America. This cooler water is nutrient-rich and supports a diverse marine ecosystem. This temperature difference helps drive the trade winds, which are crucial for the distribution of heat and moisture across the planet. These trade winds blow from east to west, pushing the warm surface water towards Asia, maintaining the balance of the ocean's temperature. During a La Niña event, these trade winds intensify like a strong gust blowing across the pool, significantly altering the ocean's dynamics. This pushes even more warm water westward, leading to a greater accumulation of warm water in the western Pacific, causing an upwelling of cold water from the depths of the ocean in the central and eastern Pacific. This upwelling brings nutrient-rich waters to the surface, benefiting marine life. This intensified upwelling of cold water further amplifies the temperature difference between the east and west, reinforcing the La Niña conditions. creating a feedback loop that reinforces La Niña conditions. This feedback loop can last for several months, sometimes even years. The result? A significant shift in global atmospheric circulation patterns, which can lead to various weather anomalies, impacting weather. From increased rainfall in some regions to severe droughts in others, La Niña's influence is profound and far-reaching. La Niña's impact on global weather is like a giant game of climatic dominoes, with one change triggering another in a complex chain reaction. For instance, the intensified trade winds that characterize La Niña often lead to increased rainfall over Indonesia and Southeast Asia, sometimes resulting in devastating floods. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Pacific, the cooler-than-average waters along the coast of South America suppress rainfall, often leading to droughts in parts of the continent. The effects of La Niña are also felt far beyond the tropics. In North America, La Niña often brings colder and snowier winters to the northern regions, while the southern states may experience milder and drier conditions. These shifts in temperature and precipitation patterns can have significant implications for agriculture, water resources, and even energy consumption. Section 5. When nature dictates the market, La Niña and the economy. The ripples of La Niña's influence extend far beyond the realm of weather, reaching into the heart of global economies. Agriculture, being heavily reliant on favorable weather conditions, is often among the sectors most impacted by La Niña's capricious nature. For example, the increased rainfall in Southeast Asia during La Niña can be a double-edged sword. While it can boost rice production, it can also lead to devastating floods that damage crops and disrupt supply chains. Similarly, droughts in South America, often associated with La Niña, can cripple soybean and coffee production, driving up global prices and impacting livelihoods. These fluctuations can send shockwaves through global commodity markets, impacting food prices, trade balances, and economic stability. Section 6, La Niña on your plate. How it affects food prices. La Niña's influence on the global economy is not merely a matter of abstract statistics. It can manifest in a very tangible way the price of our food. Remember those droughts in South America we talked about? Well, they can have a direct impact on your morning cup of coffee. South America is one of the world's leading coffee producers, and a La Niña-induced drought can severely impact coffee yields, leading to a scarcity that drives up prices. So that extra rupee you pay for your cappuccino? La Niña might just be the culprit, and it's not just coffee. La Niña's influence on global weather patterns can affect the production of a wide range of agricultural commodities, from soybeans and corn to sugar and cocoa, ultimately influencing the prices of everyday food items. Section 7. A warming world and a cooling Pacific. La Niña and climate change. Now you might be thinking, if La Niña cools the Pacific Ocean, shouldn't that help offset global warming? While it's true that La Niña can temporarily dampen the global average temperature, it's not a simple equation. Climate change, driven by human activities that release greenhouse gases, is causing a long-term warming trend. La Niña, on the other hand, is part of a natural climate cycle. It's like trying to cool down a pot of boiling water by throwing in a few ice cubes. It might provide temporary relief, but it won't stop the water from boiling. Furthermore, some studies suggest that climate change might be influencing the intensity and frequency of La Niña and El Niño events, potentially leading to more extreme weather events in the future. Section 8, fun facts about La Niña. Let's take a break from the science and delve into some fun facts about La Niña. Did you know that the name La Niña, meaning the little girl in Spanish, was given by Peruvian fishermen who noticed the phenomenon often occurred around Christmas time? It's the cooler counterpart to El Niño, which means the little boy and refers to the Christ child. These names, rooted in local observations and traditions, highlight the long-standing human fascination with these powerful climate patterns. Another interesting fact is that La Niña events typically occur every 2 to 7 years and can last anywhere from 9 to 12 months, sometimes even stretching to multiple years. Section 9, our climate, our responsibility. What can we do? Understanding La Niña and its intricate dance with our planet's climate is not just an academic exercise. It's a call to action. A reminder of our interconnectedness with the natural world and our responsibility to protect it. While we cannot control the whims of La Niña, we can take steps to mitigate its potential impacts and build resilience against climate change. Supporting sustainable agriculture, conserving water resources, and advocating for policies that reduce greenhouse gas emissions are just a few ways we can make a difference. Ultimately, our future depends on our ability to live in harmony with nature, recognizing that even the smallest changes in our vast and complex climate system can have profound consequences. Let's strive to be good stewards of our planet for the sake of our generation and generations to come.